Territorial Cup, a prized possession for both the Cats and the Devils, but only one gets to take this rivalry hardware home, and it's time to find out if we'll bear down or forks up. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a team from the American, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense will have the opening possession of the game. Arizona State squeaked by in a tight one in the last Territorial Cup meeting.
Yeah, and you can say squeak by, but they don't give a mess, right? Like, all you want to do in these rivalry games, these big battles, is find a way to win, and the Sun Devils did that in the last meeting.
You're right, David. Historically, these two teams played late in the year, and it just dropped.
Breaks into the open. Powers through. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Oh, they're after him. A full dive to haul that one in. Arizona right back to the line. Grab behind the line. It's fourth. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off the RPO, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They just keep firing. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown, so right away you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Throws to the wideout. Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Snap in the shotgun. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And that's in Arizona. They'll ride the hot hand. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on second down. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. The 40. Inside the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Hamilton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run play action. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. It's on target and complete. All out of space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Off play action on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No,
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to throw on third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. On the move, he fires. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defenses. Turning it on! Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's first and 10 from the 13. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Arizona in a hurry.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught close to the marker, it's Parrish. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Parrish. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado, and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools there.
Yeah, and it goes back obviously that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Here comes the Heat. Catch in the middle. It's Butler. On the move at the 30. There he goes. He's at the 30. Inside. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Arizona right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's 4. Breaks into the open. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Arizona runs out the punt team. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. Smashes ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Evans. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Arizona in a hurry. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A first down for the offense. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Parrish. Runs through a tackle. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. That's caught. It's Parrish. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Here's the pressure. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's McFarland. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ford. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, all the tradition, all of the bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Territorial Cup.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
He now has 62 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Trying to make... Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. pulls and fires complete to the right. Made a defender miss. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Power football with the run. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. And the Sun Devils come to the line needing just inches for the... He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's caught. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Lets it fly. He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the pummeling has started. Sparky is putting the pitchfork to them as Arizona State stretches the lead.
And they got this thing cooking. They've got all the momentum. They've handled the moment of this rivalry game really, really well, and the momentum firmly on their side.
Sparky's a team that always just seems to be going for the jugular. If you give them an opening, they're going to take it, and right now they're pulling away.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's McFarland. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick.
And he's got it inside the 35. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And that's in Arizona.
Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He makes a catch. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Looking to convert, Arizona comes to the line. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. Strong, firm tackle. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. This offense starts deep in a hole. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. Hits the afterburners. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Arizona, 17.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Gonna run it. It's Valentine. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for